Well, hopefully you've done a couple crucial steps up to this point. You've read the script and you've evaluated the coverage. Those are both very important before we start building our edit. Now what I'm going to do is what we call the additive method. So double-clicking on a clip, sending it up here to the source window, choosing our in and out points, kind of sort of the way that we think the final version is going to be, but don't get too hung up with that. But let's say that that's what we want. We want to start with the master, and then we can bring this down in several ways. I'm going to go to Command, comma, and I'm going to take out my tooltips. I don't want my tooltips showing up all the time. So if you want them, great. If you don't, then Command, comma takes you to your preferences. Get rid of your tooltips, which is in your general preferences. There's a lot of different ways that we could bring this clip down. Let me introduce you to about 4 of them. One is, and the most common, is just to drag it down and let it go. So now it's down into your sequence. Congratulations, you're now an editor. I'm going to undo that by Command Z, which is one of the greatest gifts we have as editors, is to undo stuff that we don't want. I wish I had one of those in real life. Another thing we could do is this wrench over here and went to transport controls. Then we would have these buttons down here. This is the overwrite button. And so you could use that if you want to. And whatever is between the in and the out points here in our source window are going to be added down into our sequence. By the way, the in and out points are there until you move them. You can slide this with this red vertical kind of goalpost thing with the arrows. You can change your in and out points that way. That's less common than just hitting the I key and then hitting the O key on the fly too. You don't have to stop to do that. My favorite way, you guessed it, just a keystroke. The period key will bring that clip down into your sequence wherever the playhead rests. The 4th way that we could bring a clip down into our sequence is to just drag it from the viewer window over to the program window, and then you have a number of options for what you can do there. We'll explore all these options in a later tutorial, but I think they're pretty self-explanatory. Finally, you could use the menus if you wanted to bring a clip down in there, but that is the least efficient way to build your edit. So there's our first clip.